update. We'll give you guys a little daytime view, and then we'll come back out here at night and check out everything and in the nighttime. See, like I said, in the daytime it just looks super clustered together. At nighttime, all the lights like pull everything together, like it all really comes to life. Like this guy lit up all green, just, I don't know, everything lit up blue. Kind of adds like totally different elements to this. But during the nighttime, like I said, just you got all the different layers. But during the night and the day, it's two different aspects. It's, you know, you can kind of see everything where nighttime, just the darkness hides it and the lighting hides it. Like you don't see so much of the bright white porch, and you got all the colorful lights lighting everything up, and you know, the archway kind of looks a little more menacing in the dark. You know, all these guys kind of look a little different in the dark than they do in the daytime. But I mean, it's cool nonetheless. But you know, you don't see all the bricks in the nighttime. You don't see all the crazy crap, just cords and everything thrown about that are laying around here. But you know, most of the grass has now grown over, so you know, you don't see the cords at all, really, except the ones I just put on the far side. But I think it looks cool. The only downfall is we have this big goddamn thing in the way here, and they moved those from over there. They were over there, now they're right here, so they're going to be digging over here real soon. I mean, this thing's freaking huge. This thing's massive. I could definitely fit in there. And you know, we got the road closed sign right there, so I'm guessing by the end of next week they're gonna be digging this all up. So, you know, yippee. Now we won't get mail delivered, we won't get nothing. It's really gonna suck. So anyway, I just wanted to give you guys that little update, show you what all this looks like kind of behind the scenes. And when it gets dark, we got some goodies tonight out here for tonight's yard haunt update. So stay tuned for that. And there's a big huge pumpkin right there. We've got all kinds of pumpkins around here. And yeah, see, in the nighttime you don't see all that. You can see all the sticks and stakes and, you know, gas line flags for this mess. But you know, they been out here spray painting everything today. They came out and sprayed that, and they were spraying all these lines over here because they're gonna dig this up, I guess, here soon, because they're right there in front of that white house digging. So it'll be here really soon. Sometime, I'd say the end of next week, they're gonna be in front of the church, and they'll be down this way by, I'd say, the very end of next week, if not beginning of next week. So when it gets dark, we'll get out here, do a yard haunt update, and it'll be a extra special yard haunt update.
Did you know that this
Nighttime
land is
update.
cursed? The original farmer buried his victims in this very field. They say it helped to keep his soil nice and fertilized. Would you care to see where the remains lie?
That's what's going on here. I was messing around out here earlier. I don't know how many days it's been like that. The light for this guy isn't on. There we go. So I don't know if that was earlier I was out here messing around with lighting and some other stuff. And you know, you hit one button on something on a remote and everything shuts off. And I was like, man, something over here is just not right. Well, found it. So I thought something over here looked off. And then there's something else over here that looks off, but that looks better now. Something over here looks off. I can't put my finger on it. Everything's there though. Green lights on him. Purple lights on Granny Bates. Ah, the blue light. Okay. Yep, right there. This blue light is off. Alright, let me fix that too. Alright. Now we're ready. I just sitting there, man, something just doesn't, it's too dark over here. But that makes sense now. But we still have the same old stuff over here. Billy Butcherson tombstone. My scarecrow. We got Murderous Maple in the back. We have our scarecrow. Beetlejuice tombstone. We got these tombstones here. Now that we got Emily Binks and Anita Coffin lit up. We got Granny Bates. And we got Caretaker. Sir Talks a Lot. This broken shovel. Got Cerberus. I really like how much he lights up the area. Really looks cool. And in the back we got little tombstones. We got my dad's tombstone, groundbreakers and pumpkins, and then corn, Foggy skull pile, grave robber. He's just gonna laugh. We'll move on. Got all our tombstones over here. Straw Man. These two girls we have tonight off. I didn't turn them back on. Oh, sweet. We set Gravestone Ghoul off. And we have our 12-foot Skelly, which he's not on. That could be throwing me off too. Not seeing certain lighting. But I think everything is back to normal now. Yeah, I think everything's good now. Guard zombie. Oh, well, he's not so good. What's going on, man? You're way out here. The wind must have got you. But his light's on finally. Must have charged up. But we got some pretty good winds today. Our new girl's on. Which I did go ahead and message Mr. Dr. Zombie, Mr. Zombie, whatever, Dr. Zombie. And sent them the, bullcrap email that FedEx sent me that was basically them washing their hands of my lost package. Sent it to Dr. Zombie, like maybe they'll do something about it. But I've checked with all the neighbors. No one's seen nothing. So I don't know. But yeah, guys, we got some pretty bad, upsetting news about this. So yesterday, these pieces, and there was a third one. Oh wait, there was a third one. There's 3 of these cement things, but now they have this big thing here. I did a daytime shot of this, but they have that, and we have this huge thing in my front yard right now. This thing is massive, and our road close sign is right there. It's way closer than it looks on video. Like, it's right at this driveway entrance here, which is way closer than it is on video. By the end of next week, they're going to be, I'm going to guess, in front of my house or very close to it. They'll probably get to like before my mailbox, so I'll probably be the week before Halloween, they'll be digging this up right here. So that sucks, because that's literally our trick-or-treat. And the bad news that we got was they're not doing trick-or-treat this year. They're going to do a trunk-or-treat down the road, down here, down there at the very end, down that way, at the park, because all this is tore up. You can't walk down any of these sidewalks. Half the sidewalks don't even exist right now. Yeah, you could still walk this side, which I guess, I think there's more houses on that side than there is there, and then the neighbors could just set up in their yards. But whatever. They said they're not going to do it. They're going to go with a trunk or treat this year. So in hindsight, I wish I just wouldn't have set anything up. I would have just put like 12-foot skelly up and thrown some tombstones out and called it done, because I just did all this work for nothing, because they're doing this trunk or treat. We're still going to opt to attempt to have trick or treat. We just bought all kinds of full-size candy bars and everything, so that's super unfortunate, and it's a real Debbie Downer. Kick you while you're down. Not only are you going to get your yard dug up, they're going to go ahead and I get it. I understand what they're doing. They don't want, that's a safety hazard. There's equipment everywhere. The roads are kind of crappy. They got everything dug up. Everything's a mess. So I understand their decision. I know they didn't take it lightly. They love trick-or-treat around here. Most everybody during COVID canceled trick-or-treat, where our town was like, nope, we're gonna do it. It's trick-or-treat. Like, we're doing it. So, I know they didn't take that lightly to make that call, because they don't like trunk-or-treats. They like to do trick-or-treat. So, it is what it is. What are you gonna do? I can't blame them. I'm not mad at them. It's disappointing that, I went ahead and set all this up. But hey, you're still able to drive by and look at it for now until the week of Halloween. Pretty much gonna have big equipment and stuff, so I'm gonna play that as I see it here. If they are, their equipment's like right there. It looks way farther on video than it really is. It's not far at all. They're right there in front of that white house. So they'll probably get this dug up next week, and they'll probably get this dug up next week, and then it's going to be a disaster to even try to get out of here to go to work or anything. It's going to be an absolute mess. They got both ends of town tore up, so I don't even know where I'm going to go to get to work. It's so bad. This is a mess. But yeah, in other news, we got a new toy today, and just did an unboxing and review video on it. Let's go ahead and fire it up. But we got a 1200 watt fog machine, which is dumping tons of fog right now. Got Foggy's bog fog in there, which I had somebody comment the other day and said they heard that if you put Foggy's fog in a fog machine under 1,000 watts, your fog machine's now junk. And I'm like, well, why would Foggy's make a fog machine that's under 1,000 watts if they couldn't use their own fog fluid in it? Like, make that make sense. But no, you absolutely can. So whoever commented that and asked that, you can use Foggy's fog in anything. It's the best fog on the market. But yeah, that looks awesome. And it's super cold out here tonight, so it's laying kind of low. Not so much once it dissipates across the street. But man, does that thing kick out fog. But I had it sitting there earlier. I had green on, but every time I hit the green, it changes the Gravedigger's color to green, but I think it looks awesome. I love the smell of fog. Looks cool out here though. Neighborhood probably thinks my house is on fire or something. And you got a pretty good reach. You can go out to the road and it's got a good reach. I came out here earlier and when I did the review of it, like the fog is just going right up. But this is a great fog machine for outside. And if you were indoors, man, would that fog a room up super quick. But yeah, you can stand way out here in the road and you just heard it puff. But it's pumping fog right now. You got a little tiny remote. You just hit the off button. You hear it shut off. Look at that. It's a little bit of wind tonight, nothing too crazy. Neighbors probably, oh, crazy Halloween house out there playing with fog machines. But yeah, I think that looks pretty cool. I love it when people send fog machines. But yeah, we just did an unboxing and review. Be sure to check that out. But I'll also insert the links in this description for the fog machine if you're interested. It's 1200 watts. It's pretty good. It's got LEDs on the front. I can show you that. It's sitting right here. You can cycle through all kinds of colors, flash, strobe, all kinds of stuff. You got 12 LEDs on the front. Go ahead and turn it off because I'm going to unplug it and take it in because I'm done out here. But yeah, it looks cool with all the fog. Pretty awesome. But that is going to do it for tonight's update, guys. Nothing too wild and crazy out here other than this horrendous news about trick-or-treat and these guys getting ever so close to tearing up my front yard right before Halloween. Like I said, looking back on this, if I would have known they were going to be right in front of my house right by Halloween, I wouldn't have set all this up. So we're gonna, like I said, play it by ear, see what happens, see where they're at. If it does get to the point where everything's blocked off and whatnot, I mean, no one's told me to take anything down. I'm out of their way. So at that rate, they can kiss my ass. But, and the dudes doing it are super rude. So I don't really care if I make them mad. But, yeah, anyway. We're gonna play this by ear, and I might slowly start taking things down early just because there's gonna be no point. We're not having trick-or-treat, and we're gonna be blocked off for Halloween anyway, so you know, might start to tear down early. I'll keep it up for our trick-or-treat, but that's the Sunday before Halloween. But after that, I'm probably gonna start tearing it down. Call it an early year, man. I want to do tear down videos, stuff like that, but this sucks. It's super unfortunate. I'm super bummed about it. But that's gonna do it, guys. I appreciate you all. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Happy haunting.